Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Greetings everybody, guys. Let's take a look at the Bitcoin market as usual. In the beginning of the week, let's take a look what's going on here. Well, the price action last week was not really very significant. It mostly stands in a tight range. Market shows the consolidation near the lows. So the first reaction on some support has happened, and since then market shows the gradual price behavior with no significant breakouts in no direction, neither direction. So the levels that we have specified in the last update, its resistance is still working, and actually market shows the pullback from the first resistance. But this you will see a bit later on the intraday charts. Meantime, on the weekly chart, we do not see significant action, so market shows these long tails on week by week, telling that the sellers step in as soon as market shows the meaningful retracement. So actually, after this tremendous collapse on Bitcoin that has happened 3 weeks ago, this price action, so market can't turn the situation in opposite direction and just following the tendency, showing the consolidation on the market. Overall background right now for the market, the sentiment is not really very positive because, as you know, probably rumors around the Libra, so it mostly this project was denied by the major participants, and currently its perspective stands unclear. Second, the backed futures that a lot of investors put a lot of hopes on starting trading, probably it could attract the institutional investors' money. The big hedge funds maybe will be involved in trading of the backed, increasing the liquidity of the Bitcoin market in general, rising the interest on the cryptocurrency. That hopes also was misplaced. So currently the trading volume and backed stands anemic. Overall interest is not really very significant. And despite that this is organized, controlled, exchange traded market, not over the counter market, and also ICE exchange gives the opportunity for trading the options. So, but all the stuff is not sufficient to attract investors. All this stuff, as you can see, gets some reflection in the price. So this collapse actually has happened right as soon as BACT was initiated. So it has traded for a few sessions, and then market has dropped. So on the weekly chart, it means that we keep our scenario valid, following the same idea. The market has to hit nearest target. This is 72 even. That is the AB equals CD target, which also creates an agreement with the major 618 support on the weekly chart. So that's important. That's our long standing target. Meantime, on the daily chart, here you can see the consolidation that I'm talking about. This is sideways upward action. It's very gradual, no thrusting action we see here, which means that this is a retracement. Retracement after collapse. It means that after retracement, after collapse, usually the next leg of the collapse is following. That's where market is preparing to. Well, it mostly reminds a kind of the flag of price action. In the last week, as you can see, market here has formed a kind of the reversal session because it creates the new top, closed below the lows of the previous day. It's called as a reversal. Usually reversals has continuation. So very rare reversal sessions ends by the just single candle without no continuation. It means that short-term sentiment in the market stands bearish. And the minimal target that we could suspect and could point is probably the lower border of the same channel. So it's approximately 78, where market could move in the nearest future. Also, combining these three candles, you also could recognize a kind of the evening star. It's not perfect pattern here, but still some features of the evening star it has, which also suggest approximately the same suggestion. Market could drop right here. Adding MACD indicator here, you'll see kind of the bearish dynamic pressure. So market has turned trend bullish, but the price action, well, hardly we could call it as bullish. So it's mostly flat. That suggests that sooner or later, but drop below these lows should happen. And here we could be on the way on our major 72 target first. That's also the completion of the butterfly extension, and taking into consideration that on the right wing of the butterfly we see this acceleration down. This is just a question of time when the market will hit 72. Potentially also, ultimately we could hit the 64 area, because this is XOPO major daily ABC top pattern. So that our plans for a few weeks probably. Speaking on the price action inside of this channel, well, here you could see that market has completed the kind of the ABCD pattern, shows the wash and rinse of this top, turning downward action. That has happened everything around the 30% resistance on the forward time frame chart of all downward action. On the hourly chart, we see our confidence resistance that we have discussed previously in the previous research, and we said that this will be two levels to watch where a market could turn down. First one is right here. You'll see the bearish signs here. It also could be used for taking the short position. Second, 618 resistance. That in case if double bottom will starts to work. But taking in consideration current action that markets actually moves in the second part of this double bottom pattern, we probably should forget about it. Currently we mostly will deal with the short-term setups and the lower border of this channel that we have, especially as market has turned down right from the confluence. In very short-term perspective, on today, tomorrow, within the 2-3 sessions, what we could get. This is reversal, ABCD retracement after the collapse. Taking in consideration, guys, that this downward action market mostly has erased this upward rally that has happened last week. That's also a bearish sign. Here, market has formed after reversal session. You can see that market has formed ABCD retracement, which gives us the guideless triple to sell. And we suggest that all this price action could become the part of the ABCD pattern down, especially taking into consideration that we have here acceleration down, here again we have the acceleration. So chances are really not bad that market will drop right to somewhere 79 area. That's the lower border of our flag pattern on the daily charts that you can see. So that's what we will be watching for in the nearest time. So that being said, medium term, long term context is bearish by our view. The market shows nothing that could force us to change our mind. So currently we do not see any significant bullish signs on the market. In a shorter time, if you trade on intraday charts, you could keep an eye on different patterns, because usually the market shows a lot of minor patterns inside of the channel. So for example, first we have traded this ABCD pattern that also could be treated as some kind of the, I don't know, maybe some butterfly or something of that sort here. This could be to the downside. This also minor ABCD pattern has been formed. Currently we have reversal and guideless triple to sell, which also could be as ABCD. So that's the lots of different patterns could be formed inside of the channel. That could be maybe interesting for those of you who trade on intraday charts. So when the market will drop right to the bottom, well, that will be an important moment, because we will see what will happen. In this point, the chance on the breakout will be significant. But currently, market still needs to get there. So that's our view on the Bitcoin market right now.